Now that the Minnesota Vikings have signed superstar edge rusher Zadarius Smith, the question is, what are they going to do with their other superstar edge rusher in one, Danielle, the real deal Hunter? Well, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah at his press conference yesterday gave the fans a little illumination on the Vikings' thoughts. Thomas and Go, Vikings GM Kwesi indicated that there is interest in getting a longer deal done now with Danielle Hunter. Kwesi also said that the Vikings feel great where they are with Danielle Hunter, and they had great conversations with him and his agent as the Rooster bonus was due last Sunday, $18 million, which then they then restructured to make room for Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter. So they're not trading Danielle. You're not going to restructure and take on dead cap in future years for a guy that you're going to trade, as well as Danielle's bonus is fully guaranteed, but it voids if he holds out a training camp. So we're not going to have that issue. Either way, the band is going to be together this season. The question is, what's going to happen next year? Next season, Danielle only has a $4.9 million base salary, which is not going to happen. So effectively, he's in a contract year with the Vikings. And also, Vikings fans forget, Danielle Hunter, when he's healthy, and I understand it's been 2 full years since he's been completely healthy, he is one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League, especially against the run and especially getting after the quarterback's ass. Plus, we've said Danielle, for the first part of his career, rushed from the close side of the field, rushed against the strong left side, strong side. So he's getting all of those numbers against tight ends, against fullbacks, against chips, and also where the majority of quarterbacks who are right-handed can see him coming. All right, so Danielle Hunter doing all of this is amazing. He's amazing, man. He was the youngest player to 50 career sacks, 29 combined sacks, 2018, 2019, and just looking at some of the edge contracts. So it's getting a little steep out there. So TJ Watt and Joey Bosa are setting the market at 28 and change and $27 million per year, respectively. Now, the new contracts, Max Crosby, 4 years, $94 million, $23.5 million per year, as well as Harold Landry, 5 years, $87.5 million, $17.5 a year. And I do think that Danielle, if they signed him right now, would slot in probably around Max Crosby area, so 23, 24 million per season. But if the Vikings wait, it's going to be going up and up and up. And plus, you still have Kirk Cousins on the books for next year, and also Justin friggin' Jefferson is eligible for an extension next offseason as well. So the Vikings may have some bills to pay, even though may as well try and save a couple of $1 million here or there by signing Danielle now, striking it now, because this is the lowest that Danielle's value will ever be. Coming off of 2 years of injury, although that's not a concern. Like we said, the torn pec is a misnomer. It's a red herring. It could have happened to anyone. The main concern was the neck that cost him the 2020 season. And he did not have any neck issues from what we've seen from that. And if he's good to go there, I ain't concerned. I think that he's going to be revved up, ready to go. He's got that chip on his shoulder and healthy. So I want the Vikings to extend him now. And I think Kwesi sees the value in this, because Kwesi understands that there's going to be bills to be paid coming up very soon, and if you can get Danielle at 23 or 24 million per year as opposed to 28, 29, it does make a logical sense. And Danielle, when he signed his extension back in 2018, he did sign it early as opposed to gambling on himself, and also they made a mistake of signing a 5-year deal, which completely made his contract a steal very quickly. And it's really 3-year deals. For players and for agents, it always has to be 3-year deals, because even if you sign a 4 or 5-year contract, nearly all the guaranteed money is going to be in the first or second year of the deal. And once you get to year 4 or 5, where the team has complete control, there's no guaranteed money left. And plus, through inflation and through other guys getting paid, and also with the cap going up and up and up, your contract is going to be dubious. Like, hell, if you signed a 5-year deal and say you're the 5th highest paid player at your position, as soon as year 4, year 5 comes around, you may be down to 15. You may be down to 20th highest paid at your position, and you're still in your prime, like Danielle obviously is. No, not so much. And by the way, if you wait for Danielle to be healthy, it's like, well, he has to prove that he's healthy before we give him another nickel. Well, all right, so if and when Danielle is fully healthy this year, which I think that he will be, and then in Ed Donatell's defense, where he's getting more advantageous spots to rush the passer, 100 pressures and 17 sacks this season, as a lot of the attention is going to Zadarius, and it vacillates back and forth because offenses physically cannot double both of them. So Danielle's capable of a season like that. You're going to have to give him all the money. Congratulations, you just played yourself. So instead of taking care of one of your own, a guy that you know is going to be revved up, ready to go, and plus you can put injury provisions in the contract, you just cost yourself $7-8 million per year. Good job. Congrats. And if you're Danielle, maybe you do have some questions about your health. So maybe you do want to secure that bird in the hand versus 2 in the bush right meow too. And also, Danielle, he needs to sign a 3-year deal. Not 5 like last time, because he will be 30 by the time that the new deal is up, and then he'll be set for another big payday. So I'm thinking about Danielle, man. I'm always player first to a degree, with the salary cap. So Danielle can get his, and the Vikings start off-season workouts April 11th. Get him in for another physical. Have Kwesi and the new coaching staff see Danielle up close and personal at OTAs, at minicamp during the off-season, and if everything looks good, work it out. Work it out before training camp. A thing that Spielman always like to do is start training camp off on a high note. They'll announce an extension of a team favorite. So it's like, hey. I think Kwesi could go down that road as well. And plus, we haven't heard anything from Danielle's camp about wanting a new contract, not using Rap Sheet as a sock puppet. Like, Danielle needs a new contract or he's going to be traded. Or Danielle being passive aggressive on social media, liking tweets about him being traded and whatnot. So I do believe that Kwesi and Danielle and his agent are in a good place, because like we always say, in contract negotiations, silence means things are going well. When both sides are squawking, when things are leaking out, that's when things are going bad and both sides are far apart. So I think that they both see what they want to get done, because if they wait until after Danielle has an amazing season, I mean, we have no right to complain about the price. So Danielle is an elite player in his prime at a premium position. Just take care of him. Because, I mean, Danielle and Za'Darius could be, Danielle's 27, Za'Darius is 29. They could be the Vikings' bookend edge rushers, just creating havoc for the next 3, 4, 5 seasons. Absolutely. That's right. But your thoughts are our thoughts. Vikings have a lot of problems, but paying $99 should not be one of them. Actually, they're solving quite a bit of their problems. I like it. But let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.